Hello, Miss Long and Mrs. Long. Nice to see you again after our first meeting. How are you doing today? Great. Today, I want to offer my recommendations based on your goals of financial planning and help you solve some issues related to saving and mortgage. Okay, let's start with the investment recommendation. According to our last meeting, I know that you choose all equity passive investments such as S&P 500 ETF to diversify the portfolio and minimize the cost. I have to say that that is already a very clever way to manage saving accounts. But today, I'm here to offer a more optimal portfolio based on that. Diversification is the most important idea in our investment philosophy. The problem of S&P 500 is that it only includes US stocks. It is especially important for us to add more stocks from international developed countries to our portfolio when US market is at downside right now. Furthermore, we plan to add some more small-sized value stock to generate higher returns. Besides that, our portfolio management team has a target asset allocation of 60-40, which means that 60% of the asset will be invested into equity market and the rest 40 will be invested in debt market. This allocation is a traditional and conservative way of investment. Since you have relatively high education expenses and house mortgage payment in the next decade, we believe that a more conservative investment strategy is more in line with your goals. We will choose high quality rating bond to mitigate unnecessary risk and balance the risk of small size value stocks. If you have any questions so far about the investment allocation and our investment philosophy, please let me know. Okay, then we will move on to the next topic, tax recommendation. So there are two issues related to tax worth mentioning under current economic situation. First is about Roth IRA. US market is currently at the downside because of the COVID-19 effect. The current market adds more risk to our portfolios, but also provides some opportunities. It is a great time right now to transfer from normal IRA account to Roth IRA account. The benefit of Roth IRA is tax-free for capital gain, and the current low price securities and potential to generate significant capital gain in the long run. As a result, tax-free Roth IRA is a very attractive option. Second tax issue is related to the house sale. It seems that Ms. Long and Mrs. Long have the intent to sell the current house and purchase new one in the same community. The good news is that you are qualified to exclude up to 500,000 capital gain from tax if married couple filing jointly and lived in house at least 2 years of the last 5 years. Briefly saying, you do not have to pay for capital gain tax if you are really going to sell the current house. Okay, the third recommendation is about insurance. I need to first clarify that I am a fiduciary advisor who collects fees from giving advices, and I do not earn any commissions from selling insurance. Currently, both Ms. Long and Mrs. Long have 30 years life insurance. That is great to transfer those risks to insurance companies when you plan to buy new houses and have mortgage to pay. And my recommendation is to add disabled income insurance. It seems to be replicated with life insurance, but statistically, people are much more likely to become disabled than to die in working years, especially the temporary disabled. I don't sell insurance and I have limited knowledge about the insurance. If you intend to purchase, I can recommend other advisor to you. The last recommendation is about your current saving accounts and possible new house mortgage problem. I summarized all the saving account you have right now in the PowerPoint, and I take the annual contribution into consideration. According to the retirement income calculation I used, we assume 7% pre-retirement investment return and 4% in retirement return, 2.9 and 2.9% inflation. The after-tax yearly income at retirement age 65 for 30 years will be around $291,000 after inflation adjustment, even under more conservative assumptions such as 5% pre-investment return and 2% in retirement. The retirement income will be around $172,000. Under both scenarios, the retirement income can cover 100,000 to 150,000 expenses you mentioned before. As a result, your current saving is enough. Then is the possible new mortgage. You currently have 122,000 house mortgage. If you can sell the current house at $450,000, while the original price is $250,000, basically on the original house mortgage, you don't need to pay capital gain tax as we mentioned before, and you use $450,000 to repay the original mortgage and pay part of the new house expense. Then you have to borrow another $272,000 mortgage for your new house. Since you want to repay all the mortgage before retirement, we set the mortgage to be 17 years at a fixed rate of 7%. As a result, the yearly payment will be around $27,000. This mortgage is affordable for your financial situations after including the relatively high $60,000 education fees for the next a few years. That's basically all the recommendations I have right now. And if you have any concern, please ask me right now. And thank you for your meeting and thank you for your time.